Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Mariota to throw it this time. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, This is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On second down, here's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Richmond. Down. Blue 80.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, and he's got Will Tye complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson hands this to Foreman, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on second is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Miles Jack. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now Mariota. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mariota again. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Mariota now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Mariota to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Again, it's Mariota. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Day. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Tiger. Richmond.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Richmond.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception here, Mariota stepping up. He's going to keep it. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Mariota stepping up. He's going to keep it. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mariota being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded at the 8. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Day. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And here comes the Texans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air yet again. Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Come back.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Tye, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Black 99 Philly. Blue 80. Blue 80. Tiger. Come back. Come back. Richmond. Richmond.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Now it's Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get into him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Mariota. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Keep it rolling.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Mariota got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Well, Joe Mixon fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Richmond.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 48 yards. A carry for Foreman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tiger.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Come back.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On play action, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Play action now. Mariota on the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Reset.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Day. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Watch twist. Down. Green the line. Check. Watch the D4.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Smith catches left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Mariota now from the 50. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And the pitch goes to Mixon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mariota to throw. Out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. second down. Here's Watson. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.